Hello, dear friends. Welcome back to another cozy story time. Today's tale is called Canyon, a gentle story for all ages about discovery, peace, and the quiet music of nature. So, take a deep breath, get comfortable, and let's wander into the heart of a sunlit canyon together. The morning began with soft gold light spilling over red stone cliffs. The air was cool and smelled faintly of sage and rain. A young traveler named Mira walked slowly along a narrow path, her footsteps echoing softly against the stone. Around her, the canyon walls rose high and curved gracefully, like the waves of a frozen sea. She had come here seeking calm, a place where thoughts could settle like dust in sunlight. The canyon felt alive, whispering in the wind that brushed against her cheeks. Small desert flowers peeked from cracks in the rocks, their colors bright and brave against the sandy earth. Somewhere far above, a hawk circled lazily, its cry fading into the warm stillness. As Mira paused to rest beside a smooth boulder, she placed her hand on its surface. The rock felt warm like an old friend. Maybe the canyon remembers everyone who's ever come here, she whispered, smiling softly to herself. And as the breeze curled gently around her hair, it felt almost like the canyon whispered back. That evening, the canyon glowed in shades of amber and violet. The air shimmered with calm. Mira had found a small stream running between two walls of stone, its water clear as glass. She followed it until she reached a quiet hollow where wild sage grew thick and silver green. It was the perfect place to rest. She unpacked a small blanket and some bread she'd brought along, sitting down beneath an overhang that felt like a natural shelter. As she ate, she listened to the echo of the wind. It carried a faint hum, like the soft sound of humming voices. She couldn't tell if it was the canyon itself or the memory of people who once passed through here, singing songs to the open sky. Later, Mira noticed a tiny desert mouse scurrying near her. Instead of running away, it stopped to sniff curiously at her crumbs. She laughed quietly and broke off a piece of bread, placing it on a smooth stone nearby. The mouse took it and vanished into the brush. But in that moment, she felt surrounded by companionship, the kind that doesn't need words. When night came, the stars gathered above like countless tiny candles. Mira lay back and watched the sky, feeling small, but perfectly at peace. Maybe, she thought, we don't need to fill silence with noise. Sometimes, stillness says everything. Morning sunlight returned gently, painting the canyon walls in soft coral light. Mira woke to birds calling from high crevices and the sound of water trickling nearby. She packed her things but lingered a little longer, unwilling to leave the quiet beauty that had held her so tenderly. She walked toward the edge of a rise, where the view stretched endlessly, golden cliffs, winding rivers, and faraway mountains wrapped in mist. A sense of gratitude filled her heart so deeply that it almost felt like the canyon was breathing with her. Just before she left, the wind rose suddenly, carrying a low, musical tone that echoed between the stone walls. It wasn't loud, but it was beautiful, like the canyon was singing. Mira stood still, smiling through tears that came without reason. "Thank you," she whispered softly, "for showing me what peace sounds like." As she turned to leave, sunlight caught the cliffs one last time, filling them with color and warmth. The canyon seemed to shimmer, as if it were alive with light. And as Mira walked away, her heart felt lighter, her steps slower, her spirit calm. Thank you for listening, dear friends. If this story warmed your heart, don't forget to like, subscribe, and return next time for another beautiful tale beneath the open sky.